talk about it. Do you like your career?
Yes, it's a good question. Yes, I like my career. Even if it's not an international career, I would like it because we have many challenges. Our career change a lot. It's for me, it's good because if I am trying to do one thing for many time, I just don't like it anymore. So it's a challenge. For example, many people want to enter in our career because of money. Because if you compare with other careers in Brazil, IT
Make good
developers
money. Yeah,
earning more than other careers.
sure.
But there is a one thing that I think it's very different of all other careers because
What?
IT you need to study a lot every day. For example, I
Mm,
when I get my
good point.
degree 10 years ago, I studied many things that we don't use anymore in this day. For
My
example,
gosh.
I need to I need to do some tests for UML, for example. Today, if you use UML, the people will laugh at you because it's very old. So,
Oh,
uh,
but just a moment. When you say very old, you're not saying very old. You're saying 10 years ago, right?
10 years ago for IT, it's
Old for
very
you
old.
guys is like 1 year for you in your career is like 10 years in a different career.
Yes, it's very different. So, for example, I imagine if a math teacher or even let's see
An
physics
English teacher. An
English
English
teacher, for
teacher.
example, if you learn one thing, this thing's forever and you only need to add some things, you don't need to change everything. We
No,
need to
not
change
change
everything.
everything. No, no, yeah.
So
For example, for an English teacher, the conversational approach, this method has many years,
yes,
and it's going to continue. But were you telling us you have to always study?
for example, about methods, I always work with three kinds of process. I work with waterfall in IT. I work with Scrum, with Kanban, and now my company is working with Safe. For example, it's two process in 15 years that I need to learn and adapt for it.
I hear you.
So
So if you don't study, if you don't, get yourself updated in your
yes,
career, you'll be obsolete. You'll be a thing of the past very fast.
you need to like to study a lot. You need to like to
Okay,
study a lot.
I understand. And the pay. Let's talk about money, man. The developer makes good money then.
Yes, I think we have good money. I
In
in,
Brazil,
in
in
Brazil,
Brazil,
it's important.
Brazilian companies.
Uh,
Now, go ahead, please continue.
I know some developers that uh, be rich, but it's not the reality. We get some money, a good money, but not be rich. It's very different.
Not to
Uh,
become rich. No, I
it's not
understand.
become
Yeah, become
rich.
rich. And rich
Yes.
nowadays is like it's not even a million. Right now is
You don't turn in Neymar, for example. You have
yeah.
a good
Okay,
life.
yeah.
You have
No, I
your
understand.
car, your
But he
house.
makes very good money. Now,
Yes.
how about working? That's why we're doing this in English.
Yes.
How about working as a IT developer, but for a different country, getting paid in dollars, but working in Brazil like you do? You
Yes.
have your home office, right? And you
Yes.
work for TI Systems, one of the biggest telecommunications company in the world. It's a German company, but you get paid in dollar. So what do you recommend? It's a lot better, isn't it, when you get paid
Yes.
in
Yes.
dollar?
Yes. The good thing for being paid in dollar is because your salary never go down because our uh, the dollar always is the same level of the United States dollar. So if you, for example, in last year, if you earn $5,000, you earn 25 reals. But in this year, you don't get grow up in your salary. But in reals, you now it's 30,000 reals.
Right, right.
So
A raise, ok? Quando você quer falar grow
yes,
up, é só para ser humano,
yeah,
planta. Raise, um aumento.
yes.
Raise.
So you get a raise, even without a real raise in your salary.
Sure, sure. Yeah, because of the fluctuation of the dollar. And but let's slow down here a second, my friend. Let's just slow down. For you to get to this level of getting paid the big money, you gotta be right here. B2,
Yes.
C1, C2.
Yes, it's very important because my level, I believe, I don't know, but I guess my level is between B1 and B2. And my salary corresponds to my English level. For
Oh, do you
example,
see, people? Pay attention. So corresponds to your English level.
yes,
Okay.
I know people, I know person that the English level is C1 and C2, and they earn more than me, even with the same
Okay.
technical knowledge.
I understand. It makes sense because it's easier to communicate and communicate. It goes
Yes,
to proof. Communication is everything. So
and
just a moment. Just let's just do something very brief here. So at IVB, you need the book Basic 1, 2, which is the number one book, right? The book one, Inglês via Bíblia, right? You need to do that book to get a base. After that, you got to begin top notch two, so you can be right here, B1, B2, and start getting paid in dollar. So right here, you already invested a year and a half, guys. Não é isso? Então aqui, ó, você tem que estar no básico 2, intermediário 1, 2. Então isso aí já é no mínimo 1 ano e meio, mas é muito mais. Mas só para você ver. Então tem que começar agora. Ok, ok. And if you get C1, C2, you get the top dollar. Então it's an
eh,
investment also on the English,
yes, and
isn't
I
it?
was thinking, and I was talking with my wife these days. Today is very easy to learn English because we can talk here. You are in Brazilian, I am in São Paulo, and
Right.
you teach me. And now it's free in IVB app. When I began, I need to walk 30 minutes to enter in my course. So I walk 30 minutes and
30
back
minutes.
30 minutes for my house. And it's very strange because when I was young, I live in Madureira, Rio de Janeiro. There is a method there for our course that the first semester was cheaper and the second semester is very more
A
uh,
lot more expensive.
more expensive. So I studied every semester in a different course because I only have money to
The
pay
money to pay for the cheaper price.
for cheaper. So I studied 2 years and a half in 5 different courses.
You know what I'm saying? Because you needed to save money. And you still had a little, but most of the people in Brazil don't.
Yes, yes.
Right? That's the problem. So okay, so we established that you were happy with what you do. You like it at least. I think it's probably you have mathematical intelligence or some sort of one of the nine intelligences that we teach at IVB, right? It's from a Harvard. It's from the University of Harvard, and you also established. We also established that if you get to that C1, C2 level, you're getting paid the big bucks. So you know, make a long story short, you need to speak English.
Yes.
Important. And what else would you like to talk about your career? How about the time? Is it a lot of work or is it easy work in an office with the air conditioning going? Tell us about the work now.
Uh, if you are comparing if you are all the hard work, it's easy because we don't need to get a subway, for example. We don't need to
So just a
to
moment. It's home office, right?
it's home
Most of
office.
Oh,
So
what a
this
marvelous.
part's very easy. For example, I if I start at 8 o'clock, I can get up off my bed at 7:30, for example. It's no problem. So it's good in this case. But we have the problem, and some people need to manage to handle it of with the milestone. For example, I have a task and I need to deliver it in Friday. So I will be pressed for deliver it in Friday.
On
So
Friday, on
it's a
Friday, right?
problem for some person. Uh, I always work with time, so for me it's really not a problem. And the other thing that people don't like, sometimes you need to work live on live, and they tell share your screen, let me know what you're doing, and you need to share your screen and begin to work. I know some people in our area that don't like it, and
Oh, I see.
uh,
It's
and
necessary. Teamwork, you're talking about. Teamwork.
yes, it's sometimes teamwork, but sometimes it's your boss impression.
Oh, okay. So
That's
like your boss tells you, "Oh, share your screen," and you're there with your
yeah,
boss, and he's following
yes.
you. I mean,
It is.
well, you
It's
know.
not only on international career or home office. It's in presential too. But in home office, I think it's happening more because your boss don't see what you are doing, and I don't think it's not they don't believe because they want to see what's happened because they
Yeah, it's a procedure, sure. And you're saying that some developers don't like that.
don't like. I know some not my current work, but I know some person that left the work because the boys want to see the work.
I understand. I mean,
So
I think any job you have to be a team player.
yes,
And if your boss wants to see you work, my friend, I'm sorry, he's your boss. So, I mean, I'm not
yes,
here to give opinions, but I
yes,
understand. Some developers, so this is an important fact. Some developers like, so for people that like to work alone, it's great, no problem, but get used to having your boss asking you to share the screen, right?
yes.
Okay. Throughout the course, and throughout this class also, we're going to be discussing your opinion. Is that okay?
Okay.
And what you think about that. I prepared something interesting for us. Can you see the chat? Can you open the chat, please, and see the words? I'm going to share here my screen again because I
Okay.
want the people at home to see
I
the chat.
I want to
Okay.
talk so only one thing that
Please do.
the our subscriber has question. The level of the other developers
Oh,
because
good.
when we think other in a broad person, we think the level is very right, and we need to study a lot for be equals. But it's not true. All all they are person like us. So if you work in Brazil, there is people that's so smart than you. That there is people that's not so smart. It's happened in with estrangeiros with
Foreigners.
foreigners with
There are
foreigners.
people, okay? There are people.
They are people.
Yeah, okay.
So
So,
there are people that's very smart, and there are people that's not smart.
sure,
And
sure. Anywhere.
we need to live with that, and
Live with it. We
live.
live with
We
that.
need
Live
to
with
live with that, and the code level is equals in Brazil. There there is code that's bad, that's not so good. There is code that's so good. So it's equals. Only difference that is in English. And one thing that I saw that surprised me a lot because I work with German person, German
sure.
people.
People from Germany. Sure.
In our
Germans.
from German, yes. In our
Germans.
vision, in our vision
Conception, the vision that we
conception, our
have, right, of
conception.
these people.
German is like a very rude, very serious people. But no, there is person that is serious, there is people that's funny. So everybody is people like us.
Oh,
Because in
yeah.
Brazil
Good,
we have
good.
many
Yeah.
happy peoples,
We
many sad peoples.
stereotype
So
it. We
every
stereotype it. They're serious. They don't
yeah,
talk. Yeah, no, okay.
yes, no, they talk joke. The person that doesn't like joke.
They say
So
jokes.
yes, they say jokes. So everything is equals. The only difference is the English and the salary.
Yeah, but for some people in the basic level, that's all the difference. That's a big difference.
Yes,
And that's why you got to study English. But as you see, you learn it. Anybody can learn. All you got to do is practice, be
yes,
exposed, and have faith. Anybody can learn. You know that. So it's not that difficult, especially here at IVB, right?
Yes.
So listen,
Uh, in Brazil, have because in IT we have some discussion about if we need a degree or not in IT. Some
yeah,
some people talk it's very important, others think that's not so important. But in Brazil, I never saw a job that don't ask for a degree.
that doesn't ask.
That doesn't ask for a degree. In Brazil, it's very important.
Right, it's sure.
Uh, for the and when you get the job, they ask your diploma. How I say that?
Your graduation.
Graduation comprovate. So
No,
they ask
no, no. Just say your graduation. Já,
yes,
já cobre. What's your graduation, right? They know administration, whatever.
yes, no, but they want to see your documents. That's comprove it. Graduation.
Your
Okay,
diploma.
diploma. Yes, the name is diploma.
Yes.
Okay, they want to see
Or some
when we
sort of, or any other certificate, right?
yes when we talk about the foreign companies, they doesn't care about it. So sometimes they
Foreign, okay? Esse G some. Foreign.
foreign
Foreign.
foreign companies they don't care about it. They I read uh, an article that say that English level is more important than degree to be to be well paid for abroad.
I see. They need specialized people. So, and this is a career. It's something that you can learn at home, like you're saying. Law, of course, they're going to
Yes.
give you a test. Okay, this is something you didn't say. Let's stop here for a second and let's talk about this, which is important. The selective process, the interviews to get a job. Okay, you remember me and you, we practiced your interview, right?
Yes.
And you did well on your interview. But there is something they ask you to do. It's like there is a little test. Please tell us about this. Tell us about the interview process. How did you get the numbers? And then how did you, send your resume? Explain to us from the get-go, from the beginning.
Yes. The interview for abroad is very big. We have many steps there, and
Okay,
it's very interesting. Only minutes. I can share my screen very fast uh,
please do. I'm
because
not sharing mine. You can share your screen now.
yesterday a recruiter talked to me to offer other job. I'm very happy with my job, but it's very important to know the salary, the process,
Of
and I
course.
share with
Well, you're in the market. You're in the market. You're a
yes.
professional. You can talk to other people. Nothing wrong.
Let's see. Uh, Look here. It's a tech recruiter here. That's
Okay, I see.
me. Uh, I ask for a salary, a big salary, and for to see if it's correct,
If it's in a,
and
if
she said,
that's okay.
"Wow, it's okay for me." So I think it's cheaper for them because she don't talk anything about the salary. So
Nothing. She
nothing.
probably wanted to pay you more. So say,
Yes,
always wait for them to offer you.
yeah. And here is the process. How the process.
Okay.
Four step. Online test about Java, technical interview.
Okay.
That
So you have to do a test. So if you don't
yes,
know the work, you're done, right? So repeat. One online test, number
one
one.
online test.
Number two,
Number two, technical interview.
technical interview. So they're going to speak with you in English and in technical terms. Number
Yes.
three,
Hiring manager interview.
okay, so that's with the manager, the hiring manager, like
Yes.
in Brazil, like recursos humanos, right? And number four,
Client interview.
client.
So
Okay,
it's very big process.
long process.
Very
We
long
say long.
process.
It's a very long
So
process, but
you
it's
need
possible. But it's
it's
possible.
possible. You need to be prepared for these things.
I think these people that you're going to show, right, Wellington, this class of developers are going to be very happy with the content. We left the video here for them to watch. We left all the, the words, etc. But now, Wellington, you have to tell them one thing. Come to IVB app. That's the
Yes.
place to go, tá? Pessoal, é isso aí, né, Wellington? Se você está no mercado e ainda não está usando o aplicativo da IVB, meu amigo, você pensa que está no mercado, né? Por que a gente fala isso, né, Wellington, com tanta vontade? Porque é o único aplicativo que é ativo. Você está ali ativo, está falando, está colocando palavras, está colocando frases, está assistindo aulas, é ativo. Essa é a diferença. Você não vai falar inglês sendo passivo. Nunca! Ah, mas
É,
eu quero assistir o vídeo. Mentira, estão te enganando. É golpe de internet. Sai fora, corre, pega seu dinheiro. Fecha aí, Wellington. O que
e
você
é
queria
muito
falar?
importante lembrar do aplicativo VB. Inicialmente foi uma ideia minha, e depois a VB comprou a ideia, foi muito legal, eles adicionaram muitas coisas boas no aplicativo, né? Mas qual era a minha dificuldade principal? Que eu usava aquele aplicativo que é o mais famoso, a gente não consegue treinar no aplicativo mais famoso a palavra que a gente mais usa. Então, por
Pronto.
exemplo, eu tenho dificuldade em falar issue, por exemplo. Eu falo isso todo dia,
Então
então eu
você
tenho
vai
que.
colocar, e você vai colocar no seu banco de frases.
Então, a minha
Ixi, vai
ideia
ficar
era
repetindo.
essa, era colocar a frase que eu mais uso para poder treinar e poder falar bem no trabalho. Então, esse é o diferencial do aplicativo, é que é focado na sua necessidade.
Né? Um dos
Isso.
diferenciais, porque o outro diferencial é esse aqui, ó, aula ao
Ah,
vivo,
claro, isso aí é o mais
gratuita.
importante de
Isso
todos,
aí
né?
não existe.
Ah,
Agora,
é.
veja bem, foi bom que você falou isso, porque você acabou caindo na minha armadilha. Que qual que era a minha armadilha? Chegar você falando sobre as palavras, tudo mais, o aplicativo e já cobrar seu homework para a próxima aula. Então, seu homework, como eu sei que você não tem muito tempo, eu entendo, você vai escolher 5 dessas palavras aqui que você mais usa, 5, e o que você vai fazer? Você vai criar uma frase, não é colocar só a palavra, não. Você vai criar uma frase com essa palavra, por exemplo, Python. Então, sei lá, eu trabalho com Python. I work with Python. Você vai pegar essa frase e vai colocar onde? No seu dicionário pessoal. Onde é que está esse dicionário pessoal? Só em um lugar. Onde que é, Wellington?
No aplicativo IVB.
Ah, no IVB App. No
IVB
IVB
App.
App, no aplicativo IVB, tá, pessoal? Então é isso que você vai fazer. Por favor, Wellington. E próxima aula você tem que me mostrar como. Em vermelho? Não, vermelho você falou a pronúncia errada. Você tem que mostrar tudo em verde,
Verde.
que o
Bom,
próprio aplicativo corrige a sua pronúncia. Você quer mais que isso? Então aí é outro nível, né? Aí é o nível Star Wars, né? Guerra
verdade.
das Estrelas, é o nível de telepatia, porque não tem no mercado completo dessa forma, só aqui na IVB, okay? So Wellington, thank you very much. It was a great class. I hope the people that are going to watch it, your friends, developers, they enjoy this class. And they deixamos uma mensagem forte, né? É uma profissão que se ganha muito bem, mas falando inglês se ganha-se muito melhor, não é
Demais.
isso, Wellington?
Verdade.
Okay, man. Thank you very much one more time, my friend, and I'll see you in the next IVB class. Take it easy.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, people.